for hip external rotation, PAILs and rails. So this is a modified setup to the 1990 position, which we're going to get to. But if you struggle getting to that position, you've got two options. You've got the low option on the bench, and you've got the high option of either a box or anything you can place your leg onto and still stand on the ground. I've got a couple of yoga blocks which I'll talk you through why you might need to use them. But first off, we'll take you through the setup and the external rotation. So all I'm going to get Sophie to do is you're going to place one of the legs just slightly bent and turn a foot up towards the body onto the bench or onto the box. Okay. What we're looking for is to stay nice and tall through the torso and the leg. Get our foot flat on the ground, so it might be a little bit more comfortable. What I want from the foot is you're going to try and keep a foot on line with a shin and a knee. You're going to take that leg over. You're going to try and keep a hip on line with the knee and the thigh that way. Okay. So this is in external rotation. What I want us to try and do is find that end range position. Okay. So if you maybe sinks down a little bit, as in like bend that knee a little bit more. There you go. How's that feel? Feel the stretch here. You should feel the stretch on like the outside of the hip. Okay. Once you found that position, you can't really go any further. Then you're going to hold that position for 2 minutes in your passive stretch. Yeah. Say we're going to that 2 minute mark. Okay. This way you start to create a little more tension throughout the body. You found that end range position. You're going to start to use the box as a platform to push against. So this way you start to perform a PAILs contraction. So I wanted to imagine just trying to put a hole in the box with the whole of the leg. So it's not just a foot, it's a shin, it's a knee, it's a whole thigh. You're going to be trying to push the box down. So 10%, push down 20%, 30%, 40%. I want to try and sit over this a little more. So the big one with the 1990 position that people struggle with is trying to relax over the box. So she just bends from her back. This is what we're not looking for. What we're looking for is to try and aim the belly button and a chest over the shin. Just try and stay tall through the torso where she does it. That should increase the stretch on the hip. Okay? Back to ramping up. Take around 40%, 50%, 60%. Really trying to put a hole in that box. 70%, 80%, 90%, and then 100%. Safest, best contraction. The 10, 9. Should be trying to hold that box. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to relax the PAILs and then straight away you're going to go into a rails contraction. So you're going to try and lift the whole leg off the box, trying to close the gap between a hip and a thigh. 10, 9, 8, try and lift as much as you can. 6 on the foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Knee goes back on the box, and she should be able to sit further into that stretch if she pushes her stomach and her chest over as much as she can. Feel like you increase a little bit more. Any cramp? Yeah. So big ones, obviously you're back into that passive position, holding it for 30 seconds up to a minute, depending on if you're going to go for another PAILs and rails contraction or a set, or should you just hold the stretch and then come onto it. Remember, big ones, big deep breaths, 4 seconds through the nose, 8 seconds through the mouth. Try and think of your belly breathing. In this setup, if you do struggle with keeping the whole leg on the bench, this is pretty good for the setup. Some people struggle to get in. Say if you're in this position and your knees up here and you can't really get into it, this is what the yoga blocks come in handy for. So you can either place it on the tall position, so that would be just like having it on the box, still feel that stretch. Yeah. From there you can either place it flat, yeah, or even move over to the bench, which is the other setup. So again, it's just for a little bit of a lower position. If you feel like you're struggling to feel it, and just pop it into that setup. Now with this one, actually allows you to put you into a better position for the shin angle and also the thigh. But there's a couple of things to play with there. One thing I will mention on the rails is the intention is to lift the leg off the ground. Don't think you have to lift the leg off the ground. As long as the intent's there, you're feeling that stretch around the hip area, that's fine. But if it does start to lift the leg, you're either not in your end range yeah? Or say like you're lifting the knee and the whole leg's actually coming off the ground, you need to find a better position where you really struggle to lift it, okay? So these are two modified setups for hip external rotation.